We're kicking off a little college football.
It is that time of year again.
College football, it is back.
Give me something real.
We talked about this day for a long time, and it's here.
It's time. It's time. Let's go.
Don't leave today disappointed. I'm ready right now. Let's go.
Give me something.
Clemson has some confidence and swagger back.
The best for Tennessee is still yet to come.
Can Alabama bounce back?
Georgia, can they do it again?
Tell me am I still alive? It's a miracle. Are you kidding me? And I can't believe we're doing Louis V. It's what I need right now.
The Caleb Williams Show.
Let the games begin.
Everybody waits. So give me something. And it's what I want, it ain't what I need.
We're kicking off a little college football.
It is that time of year again.
College football, it is back.
Give me something real.
We talked about this day for a long time, and it's here.
It's time. It's time. Let's go.
Don't leave.
Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her. Back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her. And yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sookie now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slick me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of flexing moments, but I hit the highs, man, don't want the drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her. Hey, you must be knowing here. You see these grown people talking, what you doing here? I got a half a mind and hit you with a spit you, get up off the wall, go on, get it moving here. Yeah, I'm just catching the vibe. I told the valet, take your time, and might get a ride. I'm floating through the front door, my mind is a tie. And good Lord, mama, you know you looking divine. I had to turn around, double take a look at that. Girl, you got good taste, where you cook it at? You can mingle with the cool kids. I'm out here sweating like a preacher in a pulpit. Even when I'm down bad, I know how to bounce back. I know I got her, and she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, and even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I know I got her. I know I got her. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. And she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tape here as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. With my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, you look at our home team here, it's such an advantage playing at home in front of these fans, just in terms of having the crowd on your side.
And you know you'll have them right from the first snap. The key, how will you play in order to keep them on your side? That's how it works out really well when you put it all together.
Well, meanwhile, on the other sideline, this is a team coming in that told us, Charles, we want to get off to a fast start on the road here. What do they have to do to ensure that happens?
Do what everyone expects them to do. Get the ball in the hands of the guys who make the best plays for them. Let your best work against their best and see how it turns out.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face the quarterback on that type of a play.
They'll try the left side. Irving. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
But obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
On first and 10, Sanders. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Inside the 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
And I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out officially at the 21. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. That is caught, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle, here's Edwards down at the 25.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Touchdown! 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bats are an extra point away from evening this one up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Holding, receiving team.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They run the option on second down. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Nix throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Irving. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 23-yard run. And his guys have taken the lead. Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Now Sanders throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Looking to throw. Sanders. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. And here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bats are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he returns this to the 22. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. 54 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
1st down, Seattle.
Operating from the gun, Sanders. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Here's Sanders on 3rd down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference. These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
To throw is Sanders. To throw on second down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably what he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Sanders now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Down to the 41.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Just nowhere to go with the football. He was forced to put that one into Lake Michigan. I think his receivers have to do a better job of working free because he didn't have anywhere to go at all on that play.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead,
touchdown from 4 yards out. And his guys are going to take the lead.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this third quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sanders. He'll get this to Edwards out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Edwards now on 1st and 10.
Takes it to about the 37.
And quickly they get to the line.
37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They run once more with Edwards. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Up the middle, it's Edwards. A solid stiff arm. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Now a handoff, Edwards. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On the handoff, Edwards. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They run with Edwards. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 125 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back now at Soldier Field as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff running through the middle. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Here we go on 4th down. And this time he is in. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bats are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. 77 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Sanders throwing to start the drive.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now Sanders looking to throw on 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 10. He finds his man complete. That's Weaver. But he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to go up top again. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 44 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Edwards. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the...
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Bats are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. To throw on 2nd down. Nix. And a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled well on the field right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Here's 3rd down and 5. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
On 3rd down, Irving. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The situation for them offensively as follows. Down 31-28. A little over 50 seconds remaining. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. That is incomplete. Under 50 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Throw is incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I don't know if you need the big shot right there or not because you've still got time to work some of the shorter stuff and try to get into field goal range. They did go for the big one there. It would have been nice, but it winds up incomplete.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location,